Hi everyone, welcome to IELTS Global Aspirants, your one-stop destination for IELTS preparation, support and success strategies. In today's video, we'll learn how to easily solve the diagram labeling question type. If you're new or returning and haven't yet subscribed, please take a moment to like, share and subscribe. This simple step can help the video reach countless other IELTS candidates. Let's get started. It's common to encounter diagram labeling questions in the reading module. Here you're required to fill in the blanks with the correct answer. Many candidates find this a bit tricky and waste a lot of time trying to find the answers. I have a few tips and strategies that can help you ease your way through this question type. It is important to read the instructions carefully. The next step is to observe and understand the diagram so that it becomes easy to answer the questions. Here are a few tips I would like to leave you with. With the diagram labeling question type, answers do not flow in a sequence. So if you have 3 questions, you might get the answer to the third question before the first one. Pay attention to the words before and after the blanks. You will see them worded differently. They are also known as synonyms. Check which part of speech, noun, verb, adjective, or adverb fits the blank. Finally, take a guess. You might get a few correct answers. If not, that's okay. You still came close. Now let's look at the diagram carefully. Let's read the title first. It says Persian Kanat method. The first question says dash to direct tunneling, and you see the arrows pointing to some sticks or rods. So we know that this is a noun. A noun is the name of a person, place, or a thing. The second one says water runs into a dash used by local people. So essentially it is something used by people. Also, if you observe, you will see the article a before the blank space, which tells us that it is a noun. Let us take a guess and say it's a pond. Now the third question says vertical shafts to remove earth and for dash. Earth is a noun, so the other blank connected by the conjunction and is most probably a noun. You also learn by looking at the picture that shafts are vertical passages dug into the earth. Now let's read the passage. We should first read the title. Roman tunnels. The next 2 lines right beneath the title is called the subtitle, and it tells us in short what the passage is about. It is important to read that too. Now to start finding our answers, we need to locate the keyword Persian Kanat. This can be located in the 3rd line. Since the sentence starts from the 2nd line, we will start reading from there. In the early 1st millennium BCE, they introduced the Kanat method of tunnel construction. They refers to the Persians, and you will find this referenced in the opening line of the first paragraph. In such cases, you will have to read a few lines above or below to gain clarity. Let's read again. In the early 1st millennium BCE, they introduced the Kanat method of tunnel construction, which consisted of placing posts over a hill. So we have our first answer here, posts. So posts were placed to direct tunneling. Our guess was nearly accurate. Let's read. They introduced the Kanat method of tunnel construction, which consisted of placing posts over a hill in a straight line to ensure that the tunnel kept to its route, and then digging vertical shafts down into the ground at regular intervals. Underground, workers removed the earth from between the end of the shafts, creating a tunnel. The excavated soil was taken up to the surface using the shafts, which also provided ventilation during the work. The answer to question 3 is here. It is ventilation. So shafts help workers carry the excavated earth, and it also helped provide ventilation. Now let's read further to answer question 2. Once the tunnel was completed, it allowed water to flow from the top of a hillside down towards a canal, which supplied water for human use. The answer to question number 2 is canal. Now let's take a look at the second diagram. Here we have a diagram of a Roman canard shaft. The fourth question says, dash made of wood or stone. This is indeed a noun. It points to some sort of lid or cover here. The fifth question says, dash attached to the plumb line. We see some sort of a sphere attached to the plumb line and we know that this is a noun. We just need to find out what it is called. Hand holes and foot holes used for dash. We will have to find their purpose. I will start reading from the second line since it talks about the Roman canard method. Roman canard tunnels were constructed with vertical shafts dug at intervals of between 30 and 60 meters. The shafts were equipped with hand holes and foot holes to help those climbing in and out of them and were covered with a wooden or stone lid. The answer to the sixth question appears first in this paragraph. Hand holes and foot holes were used for climbing. The answer to the fourth question is lid. We were able to guess this right. Now let's read further and locate the answer to the final question. To ensure that the shafts were vertical, Romans hung a plumb line from a rod placed across the top of each shaft and made sure that the weight at the end of it hung in the center of the shaft. The answer is weight. This is how you go about answering the diagram labeling questions with ease. Make sure that you move fast and not stay stuck since time is a very crucial factor. I hope you found this video helpful. If it did, remember to support by liking, sharing, and subscribing. If you're looking to support my work, there are different ways to do that. You can join my IELTS Facebook group, IELTS Global Aspirants. You can purchase my book, Master the Basics of Letter Writing, or book a class, an evaluation service, or a mock speaking test. Check out all the other videos in my channel. See you all soon with another video.